everyone, welcome back to my channel. Have you ever felt like you've been praying for something for very long and God's answer is still no? Well, God sometimes uses his no to protect us. That's something I'll be teaching you with this video, so let's get to it. Okay, so first I want you to realize that God's no isn't a rejection. It's mostly a protection, in all honesty. There's a lot of things that I wanted before and plans I had, and God's no really shattered some of the expectations I had. But in all honesty, he was protecting me from something I couldn't see. So I want to remind you of Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to give you hope and a future. This means if something you have planned and then you ask God, is this your will? And then you feel like it's a no, don't worry, God will have another plan for you that will actually prosper you and not damage you. For example, maybe you have a plan to follow a certain job or a certain area in school, and you feel like God is saying no and that you shouldn't do it. Because maybe God is seeing that it's a decision you might regret and might affect you for a certain period of time, like for the rest of your life, obviously. So you need to be really consider God's no. Don't just, okay, you said no, but I'm gonna do it anyway, okay? So you need to be careful about it. So if you feel like God is really saying no, pray about it. And if you then decide, okay, yeah, it's definitely a no, realize it's a protection. And then you sort of reach this place of gratitude, and you're like, okay, this wasn't for me. God even has something even better. If this is what I thought was the best, and God gave me something else that's even better, okay, then I'm totally fine with it. Okay, so another important topic is sometimes we ask for the right things with the wrong intentions, or for the wrong things with the wrong intentions. But what do you mean the right things with the wrong intentions? For example, I could pray for money. But what is my intention behind my prayer? You know, what is my motive for wanting the money? I could pray for money in the sense, God, I want to help other people with money, but I don't have enough to share with others. So could you help me have a more stable financial life so I can also bless others with the money you gave me? Or you could just be, oh yeah, God, can you give me some money so I can actually just spend it all out, on everything that I want, and then I'm just gonna do anything that just because I want to buy this new car that I want to show off. You see, this is selfish, you know. Of course you can have a car that you like. I'm not saying you cannot ask God to help you buy a car that you like, but I mean buying the car just to flex, or asking for things just to show off, that's not a good thing to do. So I want to remind you of James 4:3. You ask and you do not receive because you ask with the wrong motives to do. So how do you stop this? How do I stop asking things with the wrong motives? Check your heart posture. Okay, so I want this, you know, I want more money. Why do I want more money? Is it to show off? Is it to show people I'm rich? Is it to help others? There's no wrong in wanting to help others with money. It's actually encouraged throughout the Bible. So yeah, that's basically what I have to say in this topic. But I really want you guys to understand that it's okay to pray for things that we want, but if you do not receive the things that you want, I want you to realize that God thinks you don't need them, because God gives you what you need, not what you want. And sometimes later on you realize, okay, I actually didn't need this. I wanted it, but if I had gotten it, it would have changed something. And maybe you wanted a new video game, and then you realize, okay, maybe if God had given it to me, I would have become addicted to that video game, and then I would have cut some of my time with God just to play it. That's one of the examples I could have said. So yeah, let's move on to the next one. Okay, so something important is God's no isn't always a no. It's not always a denial. Sometimes it's a not yet. For example, when it comes to relationships, I think we've all been there when we prayed at least once to God, bring the person that is meant to be with us, and we feel like God said no. Well, maybe it's a not yet. Or, oh God, should I apply for this job? Not yet. Should I start create this brand? Not yet. Should I start my channel? Not yet, you know. It could be a not yet instead of a no. Of course, it's hard to understand, okay? And what we have to do is trust his timing. Oh, but how can I trust his timing if I don't understand what he's saying? With patience and spending time with him, you will more clearly see the things the way he sees and what he actually wants us to do. So, I want to remind you of Ecclesiastes 3:11. He has made everything beautiful in its time. So, as I said, everything works out in God's time. So, even if you're like in this no or not yet, when the time is right, God will make it happen, okay? When the time is right, you will find your partner, or your partner will find you, in case you're a woman. In the right time, you will find the job you want. In the right time, you'll be able to start creating the content you might want to create. In the right time, you'll find that group of friends you want. In the right time, you'll finally be more easily speak to others if that's something you're striving to do. Whatever it happens, whatever it takes, God's will happen. You just have to surrender it to Him. It is hard. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is really hard to submit to God's will if you're not really understanding it. But it comes with a peace that's just submitting to His will. It really makes you less anxious. I'm like, okay, God, if this is what you want, let it happen. When you say this, no matter what happens, it is God's will. And then God's will is done, and you're like, okay, but this is not what I wanted. What do I do now? Okay, try to understand why God's will was that. If you don't understand, you might understand later, because it might be something you're not even able to see yet. But sometimes think about it. Okay, what could have been the worst thing that happened if God's will was aligned with mine in that moment? So yeah, that's a good way to understand His no or not yet. Imagine, I can say in the relationship, imagine you think you're ready but you're not, or your partner's not ready. That's something you cannot see. So in His time, things will be undone. They'll slowly come all together, and you will have His blessings for the rest of your life. You're already having His blessings, and you will fulfill the plan He has for you, and He will make you prosper and have an abundant life. Okay, so something I want to warn you guys about is wanting to have control. We'll never really have control of the situation. Control is just an illusion, because we don't see all of the aspects. We're not God. He's the one who can see all of the aspects. So surrendering the control to God is a way more stress-free way to live, okay? If you realize that no matter what, God will redirect your path for the things that He wants you, for the plans He has for you. And for example, I can use an example of myself, which was I had made another YouTube channel with a different type of content. And if it didn't fail, it was my plan. And if it didn't fail miserably, because it failed miserably, I wouldn't have started this channel. And this channel might help anyone. It might be just one person, but it will be worth it either way. So acting on obedience and surrendering to the Lord is a great way to leave this, I need to control everything. Because you're not going to control everything. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. And I'm not saying this to shame your trolls something at your face, oh yeah, you're never going to control anything, you're a failure. No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying this so you actually realize you don't have to have this pressure of I need to control everything. Everything needs to be under control. You are not God. God is the one who has control over these things. So I want to remind you of, hold on a second, Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and He will make your path straight. So, as again, not our control, He is in control. And if we surrender ourselves to His control, He will redirect our paths. He will even lead us maybe in the same path that we wanted it to go. But we will not have to try to control everything and not to mess up. And if something goes out of control, we will re-enter this spiral. And it takes a really heavy toll on our mental health. So it's not healthy for us at all. So I really want you to focus on, okay, I'm not the one in control. I'll never be in control. So you have peace that God is in control. And no matter what happens, His plans will work out for you and for your own good. So you can have life abundantly, not for you to suffer and have a life of misery that you're not happy with. That's not God's plan for you. So don't worry. Whatever God's plan is for your life, you will be happy, and it will be the plan that will most feel fulfilled than ever. Trust in it. I guess we can all relate to looking back and sometimes realizing that God's no was a protection. Like I said during this whole video, I don't need to repeat myself again. And I just want you guys to remember that God's no is a way of him showing his love for you. He's not doing this because he wants any bad for you. So I really hope this video helped you. If you watched so far, I want you to comment down the heart and emoji. And if you like the video, please feel free to like and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you, and until next time.